What's up, my precious pack, and welcome back to Vega Conflict. I've collected all the boxes I need for the Mark 30, so I'm going to get up and move on to the Mark 4 now. So the target is the Umbra Carnage Alpha 100, and it's A in-game, but I'm calling it Alpha, Beta, based simply on the character that they used. They could have used a number, any other thing that they wanted, but that's what they used. The fleet I'm going to be using, since my Wraith is now refitted, will be as follows with the following formation. I still haven't hit any of the 100s, so you're going to get to see the first attack against the 100, just like with the 90. And hopefully by the end of the event I will be working on the 110s and focusing on them, but the two front cruisers are both plasma resistant. One of them, it actually is older than the other, because most of them I dropped most of the level 2 weaponry, or I picked up level 2, or I only use level 1 because they don't have a Xeno Epsilon cannon. The Sovereign is the standard Sovereign fitting that I've had for a very long time because I never released any other overdrive generators for it, squadrons, weapon types, or anything like that, so it only has the one damage type and stuff like that. It's got lightweight armor, it's just lightweight everything. Second set of bastions are actually my mixed bastions. One of which, this was the first one I ever built, and it was set up specifically to deal mixed damage, just like the other two, just with a little bit more emphasis on alien damage. And this one was going to get the same upgrade as this one, however it got cancelled as I was rapidly progressing in the Umbra faction. Onto the Elite Wraith that I have now. Its armor fitting is, I tried to keep it at around the same amount of health that I have for the Bastions, but have reduced repair time because I wanted to try and take less damage per fight, and Umbra is perfect for that due to their ablative armor. But again, fleet setup is carrying in the back, these two cruisers, which are the second fittings in the middle, and all of them are going to line up with the exception of the Wraith. It's going to go off ahead to start tanking damage for the rest of the fleet. But without further ado, I'm going to go get into a fight with 100 and see just how dangerous they are. I'll bring y'all back in just a minute. Alright everybody, welcome to the 110. No, the level 100, not the 110. My bad. We have frigates, cruisers, and frigates. Hold up a minute. Where are all of the where are the dangerous ships at? I'm not too worried about this cruiser having to tank a bunch of damage because it's built to do just that. The others, on the other hand, I want to try and kite around a bit. Because for one, the others can't go in the Blight Nebula field like the other one can that I have. And I don't really want to have the cruisers lose a fight. I don't want to lose the Bastions. And in the case of this fight, looks like I'm looking at not too much repair time. That was the entire fight for about 7%. So about 8% of the fleet's health's gone. That should be roughly about an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes of repair time. But we'll go ahead and we'll take a look, and how much intel was that? Should have been what? 350? 400, okay. But that was for the first of 15 Mark IV boxes that are required for the Mark IV Ogre. 2 hours, 13 minutes. That ain't too bad. That means I can log in once every 2 hours, or I can run the fleet into the ground, get about 4, possibly 5 boxes per run, and have it done in roughly a day, and I should be on to the next group. But that was the Umbra Carnage Alpha 100 versus the current top tier fleet that I have. I'll be changing a few fittings around, and as the next generation of my top tier ships is built out, again I'll be maintaining their status and making sure that they're all top of the line. But that doesn't mean that I won't be playing around with the lower tiers anymore. I'm actually going to be playing with a few fittings of older ships that I want to test out, and if they work the way that I believe them to, I'll share the fittings with everybody else. But these will be full fleets of fully markup grade ships, so for low levels that are just returning to the game, you hardly have any technology, this may be beneficial for you to advance into the Axis tier. Now I'm not going to go into any further explanation or anything like that at this time, but expect something else, and another video, a hint at another video fairly soon that I'll be bringing up is, actually the easiest hint will be simple: Blood Amber. Now let's see what all of you think of that, but I'm also going to quickly address comments from the previous video. First off, Big B, we already know that they're going to buff the fleets. That's not much of a surprise. It's just a matter of time before they say that, oh, this wasn't working the way we wanted it to, or something like that. If not, kudos to Kixeye for not buffing them. If so, shame on you. Toxic. It actually was easy to do that initial attack, and even that attack, I wasn't too worried going into them, and even going in and fighting the 110, which I will be quite interested in seeing. It will be an interesting fight, but again, it should be easy. However, the removal of the battleships during the battleship parts was a bit weird with the 100. I was expecting battleships and not wraiths. I was expecting ogres. And we'll have to wait and see what we have for the 110. Now, for the final person, Blink 99V. You asked if I bought the $20 pack that was worth 60 days of time tokens plus the $20 of coins, which is 2,000 coins. No, I didn't, because I don't spend money in the game. I don't see it as being worth my money at all. I do like the aesthetic of the game and stuff like that, but overall the gameplay mechanics, the overall feel of the game, it's boring, and I can't invest money in a free-to-play game if I find it boring. Frustrating is an entirely different category, which World of Tanks kind of falls into. But that's going to be it, everybody. If you enjoyed the attack against the 100, feel free to leave a like. If you have anything to say, or if you have a specialized tactic you've been using with low-tier ships for the high-level targets so you can advance into the new tier without being able to build them right now, feel free to leave it below in the comments section. If you want to see more content like this, most definitely subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty around for everybody. But that's going to be it, everybody, and as always, I'll see you later.